Hello and thanks for joining me. If that before footage didn't scare you away and you're still here, thank you. As you can see, we can no longer walk in to our walk-in closet and I'm ready for a change. So most of the boxes that you saw in the center of the room are full of stuff that I've already decided I want to get rid of. I was holding on to them because our HOA doesn't allow us to have a garage sale anytime we want. We're only allowed to have it during the 2 community garage sales that they put together every year. So I have not been able to participate and I'm ready to get rid of the stuff. I was holding on to it for the fall garage sale, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I just want this stuff out of my house and I'm willing to just donate it and not get any money off of it. So there is a lot of footage, so I ended up cutting a lot of it out, and I've also sped the footage up so that it doesn't take so much of your time. Before we start, I went ahead and gathered a couple things that I needed. One, this bin I'm using to gather all of the caps. This makes it easy for me to know where they are later since we have so many of them, and it also keeps me from making multiple trips out of the closet. I realized early on that that shirt wasn't going to work very well, so a quick wardrobe change was in order.
Won't you take me out just to walk me home again? I can't remember when you made me count from 1 to 10. And when I opened up my eyes, you were standing way too close. I felt your breath. You tried to warm me up, get my juices flowing hard, yeah. But I'm already gone. I see my hand and picked a card. So there's a reason to it all. Before you sell all that you've got, be sure to call. And there's a way around the fear of losing everything you ever thought was real.
Okay, I am almost done with everything that was on the floor. I've got all the shoes out. We had a lot of boxes in here. I had several boxes and bags of things that I already knew I wanted to get rid of. It was just stuff that hadn't made it to the donation station yet, but I'm going to empty the bookshelf, get rid of that black and yellow bin and those pumpkins and these poster boards over here. And after that, I will continue taking all of the clothes out, and then I'm gonna leave the stuff at the top of the shelves for last. And then I will go ahead and vacuum and wipe down the shelves and all that before I start going through the clothes.
Juices flowing hard, but I'm already gone. I see my hand pick the chord. So there's a reason to it all. Before you sell all that you've got, be sure to call. And there's a way
Okay, so I got a very late start today. I didn't start emptying the closet until about 3 o'clock. And then at 4 o'clock, we had to go meet the teacher for my 8th grade student. And then after that, I had to go pick my daughter up from work. So I am finally back at home. All I've done at this point is empty the closet and wipe down the shelves. I'm getting ready to vacuum the closet, and then I'm gonna go start going through all the clothes. I'm gonna try to get as much done as possible within the next hour or so. And then I'm gonna have to stop for dinner, and whatever I don't finish tonight, I have to finish tomorrow morning because I'm going out of town tomorrow afternoon. So I will stop chit-chatting now so I can get back to work. And as usual, Coop just wanted to come in and say hi. I think Trev was in here earlier. It's so funny because he saw me grab the vacuum, and he runs in here because this is where he likes to hide when I'm vacuuming. And then he realized that I was vacuuming in this room, so he probably ran off to the laundry room or something. I'm not sure where Trevor's at. As I'm sure you can tell by this giant pile of clothing, I sorted for hours. I had a lot of footage that I decided to cut out just because this video was getting very long. So I'm just going to share a few things with you. And what I did here was I was making quick decisions, quick yes, no. I got rid of most of the stuff that way. And then after I was done sorting and I had everything hanging in the closet, I went through it one more time and got rid of a few more clothes. so I wanted to show you guys this. I actually went through my closet about a month ago. Obviously not the entire closet because of the way it looked, but I did manage to get rid of a lot of stuff then, and I happen to just still have it hanging in a different closet. So I wanted to go ahead and sort it out by what type of clothes it is to make it easier to pack up to donate. So thought I'd just share with you guys so you can see how much more I got rid of other than what you saw yesterday. This one I'm still struggling with because it's got such pretty fall colors and fall is coming up. But I think I'm just gonna let it go. It's a little too tight on me right now, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. All right, my daughter couldn't believe it when she heard me say that I was getting rid of this dress because she knows how much I love it. So I am gonna go ahead and keep it. I decided, in addition to simplifying my home, I'm gonna simplify my diet as well. So my husband and I have been talking about it, and we decided we're gonna make some much needed changes to our food intake. So I have a few things that I really liked that don't quite fit me right now, but they're close to fitting me, and I'm gonna keep those in a corner of my closet, and I'm giving myself till the end of this year. If at the end of this year they still don't fit me, then at that point I will get rid of them. But for now, I'm keeping the dress. Okay, I think the fastest way to do this would be to just set aside what I'm keeping, since most of these are going away. So, keeping these, giving these to my daughter. I'm keeping these. All right, well, I'm keeping my rain boots. I'm keeping these boots, and I'm keeping my longer boots. But I think that's it. Actually, I think I'm gonna hold on to these for now. I actually just wore these a few days ago, but I'm not in love with them, but I don't have another pair of white shoes. So until I get another pair of white shoes, I'm gonna hold on to these because the other pairs that I held on to are all black. Well, that's it. Everything else is going away. Thank you so much for making it this far. I know that was a lot of footage, but wow, did you guys see our purge pile? We got rid of so much stuff. I am so excited to get it all out of the house. This technically could have been a one whole day project, but I didn't have a full day to dedicate to it. We've been getting ready for back to school, and I also went out of town one evening with my sisters, so I had to work on it over the span of 3 days, but it got done, and I'm so excited to have this nice empty closet to store my things in, and I can actually access all of my clothes and my shoes. I know where everything is. I'm excited to share the after with you. I also share a couple tips about a few things in my closet during the after footage, so be sure that you watch to the end. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in for my next video, which will be a meal planning for the month of September. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, I've kept you waiting long enough. It's time to show you the results. All right, it's finally time for the reveal. We are going to get started with the hooks that used to hold some of the caps. Now I've basically put the hooks to the inside of the door, and I'm currently using it to hold the 3 purses that I kept. I only got rid of 2. I only had a few purses. So, and then I'll go ahead and pan around the room for you guys. I have 2 skirts that I kept. I have some pants and some dresses. Most of these dresses do fit me, but there are a few here that I really liked that are a bit snug on me right now. So my intention is after the video, I'm going to gather those and move them back here to this corner. And I've given myself a deadline of the end of the year. So if by the end of the year those don't fit, I'm getting rid of them then. But for now, these are the dresses that I'm keeping. If you pan down from the dresses, you will find the shoes that I decided to hold on to. There are not that many, so I decided to keep the same shoe rack that I had before. I've got my boots off to the side, the heels on the rack, and my flip-flops underneath. So those of you who love Dollar Tree are going to know exactly where to find this next piece. Normally, when I set my boots up, they fall over just like this. But I like for my boots to hold their shape. So what I've done is I've taken a pool noodle, and you just sit it beside your boot, you measure it, cut it down to size, and then just stick the pool noodle in the boot. Put that back here so you can see, and it helps the boot stand up all on its own. Now to the right of the dresses, you will find my shirts. I have just a couple of sleeveless shirts that I kept. These are my work-related shirts. I have just plain t-shirts here. These are my LuLaRoe shirts that I wear with my leggings. And these shirts are shirts that I wear with yoga pants. Past that, I just have a couple of blouses, some long sleeve shirts, and then in the far back are my sweatshirts and jackets. I also wanted to share my husband's clothing. He got rid of a lot of stuff. From left to right, I put all of his t-shirts, followed by his golf shirts, his button-down shirts, long sleeve shirts, and then he has 2 sweatshirts in the back. He doesn't get cold very easily, so that's all he needs. But we also went through his shoes, and this is what he kept. The only thing missing there are his work shoes, which he has on right now. And then again, nothing on that bottom clothing rod. All right, well, now that we've come to the caps, I wanted to share with you guys a change that I made and also why I made the change. So if you recall earlier in the video, I mentioned that I used these rings to attach the caps to the hangers. And this is what they look like. And I had several caps hanging on one hanger, and it saved a lot of space, and it was great. But what I did not like about it is, see how easily it slides on the hanger? So more often than not, what I found that, let me see if I can get it to do it. All of the hats would glide over to one side, and then the hanger, you can't see it here, but I'll lift it up. The hanger would end up like this on the rod with this corner sticking out, and that just really annoyed me. So what I decided to do this time was I got rid of the rings, and I went out and I purchased more of these badge clips, okay? And what I love about these, especially combining them with the felt hangers, is that they don't slide. See, so even if one hat is missing, the other 2 hats are not going to slide to the other end like they were doing with the rings and the wooden hangers. This works really well. Now, I personally have enough hangers and space to do 3 per hanger, but I do have an example here. If you wanted to maybe save some more space or use less hangers, here you can see that I attached 5 to this one hanger. So I have 3 going across, let me show you. I have 3 going across the bottom, just like I did with the first one I showed you. But then I also connected 2 more right up here. Okay, so let me show you the back side so you can get a better view. I have 3 hanging on the bottom and then 2 on top. And really, if you wanted to, you could even put more clips on here and attach some facing the other way. I like for them to all be facing the same way, so I chose not to do that, but you can if you want, if that's what works for you. One thing I will comment on, I think it's on here. So I wanted to share this with you. See, this cap has a leather band, and I was afraid that the clip was going to damage the leather, leave an indentation. So what I did was I clipped it to the cloth here instead of the band. And then of course, to keep it uniform, I did that with all of the others as well. So just be careful with that. If you do have a leather band or some other kind of sensitive material, you don't want it to leave the indentation marks on there. But this works great. I'm really liking it. My husband has lots of caps, as you can see, and then this one's mine. These two are exactly the same with the exception of the color. So I just put those both on one clip so that it still looks uniform. And that's it. That's our hangers. Oh, not our hangers. That's our caps.